Hey everybody, what's up? Movie Cranks, Mike and Larry. And today we're going to be reviewing a movie based on a video game. Mike, did you ever play Sonic?
Yes, I did. The original Sonic on the Sega Genesis, and I never really got into the newer ones. I played the classics.
Yeah.
And then I played them on the emulators on the PC as well.
I gotta be honest, I was going through my basement, and if you hear anything, we got a little guest here.
Lenny's here.
I was going through a box in my basement about 3 weeks ago, and I was like, what is this? And then I found a game that I have never played in my entire life. I don't know how I have this. I think it came with the Sega Genesis, and it has never been put in the Sega Genesis.
Oh, you got Sonic 2, my friend.
Yeah.
Now
And
that is a classic.
you read the back, and it's just kind of funny. Sonic's back, better than ever.
That is definitely the height of the old, I think it was 16-bit games.
But I think that's kind of what you can say about this movie.
Yeah.
He's back.
I'm Sonic, a little ball of super energy in an extremely handsome package. On my planet, people were always after my powers, so I came to yours.
He is, and they fixed it.
Better than ever. I thought this was pretty good, and you got to congratulate the studio.
Yes. The studio finally listened to the fans. The fans all came together. They went wild on the internet. Everyone threw a fit. I mean,
Yep.
and they finally said, look, we got to fix this or we're in deep trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, not birds of prey trouble. It's worse. I'm talking nobody goes.
Yeah.
So
No, I thought they did a good job. I thought he looked great. Now, I'll say in the
Yes.
first ones, and it sounds weird because I'm looking at him here, and he kind of looks like the first.
yeah, he doesn't have this
Visualization
real
they had of him.
sharp brow and like
'cause I
some
don't-
of the designs
I
a little
don't see the
different.
fur on that, but I think the fur was an extra added touch.
Yes.
They definitely did it for the people. They
Yeah.
spent money to do this.
He didn't look plastic.
And they were still even nervous about it,
Yep.
even coming out. And I think it really gave the movie exactly what it needed.
Well, you got a sense that he was kind of a real thing, too. I mean,
Yeah.
he wasn't just a fake CGI mess that we saw in the beginning trailers. Because it was hard to even focus on the movie. I think that's why I didn't like the original trailer. I couldn't even focus on the movie. I was looking at the weird Sonic. And now, with this one, he was a funny, happy little guy. And we should talk about him first.
Yeah, because he has a personality.
Ben Schwartz did the voice, and he did an excellent job of making this guy funny, witty, sad sometimes. He kind of was alone for a lot of the movie on his own, and you felt bad for him.
It gets a little lonely, but that's okay. I am living my best life on Earth. Ow!
It had an arc where he went from being on one nice planet with a caretaker and then being thrown into Earth with nobody. And that's kind of where you pick up the pieces.
And he has a choice.
Yeah.
Basically, he can go to Mushroom Planet, which apparently stinks,
Oh, it looked
and
bad.
be completely alone,
Yeah.
or Earth, and he's on Earth, and he's hiding away in a cave. And that's kind of where this whole movie starts. And just by accidents and things happen,
Yeah.
You know.
He runs into his friend.
he runs into James Marsden.
All right, get in the truck.
Really? You're gonna help me?
I guess it is a little bit my fault that all this is happening to you.
Not a little bit, entirely. It is entirely your
Okay,
fault.
It's entirely my fault. Are you coming?
Yes.
Who's the cop? And he's this little. He's a cop in a little town, and he's got big dreams to be a big city cop, like in L.A.
Yeah,
or
no, I
New
think
York
he
or-
was wanting to go to San Francisco.
Yeah, but no, he makes a great, fun, and he's a likable guy.
Yeah.
I mean, as one of the main characters, he's very likable. He's always been that way, and
Yeah.
in a lot of characters
And that's why
he
I can
plays.
say, just for this whole movie,
Yeah.
the whole thing's just likable. I mean, I had a fun time.
We had my kids. Everybody had a blast. I mean, the
Yeah.
kids had. They said it was one of the best movies they've seen since Jumanji.
Yeah, a few of them were saying it was better than Jumanji.
Right.
I mean, the whole audience clapped.
Yeah, we
I
had
mean,
a
I was
cinema
kinda
store
shocked.
rating that was really high. The audience was really into it at our
Yeah.
theater. It was full. I mean, more than I can say for other movies we've seen lately. The entire theater was packed.
Yeah.
It was a fun little movie. I mean, you had the story of this little alien getting trapped on Earth.
Uh-oh.
He uses his power too much. He gets upset. And then the government finds him. Jim Carrey comes after him and trying to play this funny, quirky, weird guy. Yeah. But Jim Carrey, when he does it so well. Don't you growl at me. He does it so well. He plays this just out of control maniac that's super intelligent, though.
Good morning, my rural chum.
Mr. Dr. Robotnik. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to tell me where it is.
Wait! Don't hurt him!
But I thought Jim Carrey was fabulous during the movie. He's, like I said, he's back. I'm glad to see him back. I haven't seen him. Man, what was the last movie he was in?
He's been in a lot of
it's
dramas.
Been a good 10 years.
Mean, I miss him from the Truman Show days.
Yeah.
Like when he was still funny, loved doing movies. I mean, he's done a lot of serious dramas and stuff. But this is the old Jim Carrey. And I was really concerned when I first saw the trailers. I thought, oh, this may be like a really cringy version of Jim Carrey that I don't necessarily think is funny.
Yeah.
But he knocks it out.
Yeah.
He does a great job. I laughed at him more than anyone else in the movie.
And that is something this movie does.
Yes.
It has good humor.
I just thought you might like a latte with steamed Austrian goat milk.
Of course I want a latte.
I love the way you make them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now,
Fun
it has humor that I felt from Jim Carrey that's going to go over the heads of your kids.
Some of it, yeah.
And it's going to have humor from Sonic, little fart jokes that you're going to have your kids cracking.
And it wasn't gross out humor.
I think the movie, at its basic, is about the heart.
Yeah.
It's about the friendships of
that's the whole story.
And James Marsden's character.
Yeah, getting together, going on the road. They have a cool road trip. That was half the movie, was them fleeing the military.
Let's talk about, because this does happen to come up, his wife. I mean, she plays a small role, but it's her sister.
Right. The sister in her family.
Oh my God.
That was hilarious.
That was great.
That was a great part of the movie. They made a character that I could watch another time. I could see another one of these movies.
Oh yeah, and I think, if I remember it correctly, it does kind of set up for another movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's wide open. They got this whole universe they can play with.
Why would you throw your life away for this silly little alien?
He's my friend.
Good time.
I was kind of shocked I didn't see more of, which
What's
was the military aspect. If you watch the trailer, you see the guy with the cool blue eyes. That's all I waited on.
Yeah, Neal McDonald.
Yeah, Neal McDonald. And he's in the trailer, but really in the movie, it's non-existent.
He's non-existent.
The whole military aspect is, except for the military aspect through Jim Carrey, because he's a mad scientist and his robots. And that's one thing I gotta say, the CGI, the drones, and everything they did here, I thought was great. And the ending sequence with Sonic and what he does.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I was like, oh my God, that's almost like Marvel.
Well, once again, I don't know if they retouched some of this, but the drones in the trailer, it just, with him playing with the missiles and doing all the fighting, it looked kind of cheesy and fake and all that. But this one, it's like they polished it. The drones looked better. They actually had a purpose. They had, and they were shooting up homes. And like they were in the living room with machine guns. I mean, the drones were exciting. I mean, they added something to it.
And there is another thing I got to talk about, because a lot of movies like this tend to go with, they have some sort of, something happens and
like a breakup.
Two angry characters get mad at each other and leave.
Yeah.
And that never really happens here.
No, there was no fight.
It just seems to be about building a friendship.
Yeah, there was no second act, I gotta have a fight or I have to hate you kind of thing. The arc was Marsden and Sonic become better and better friends. Yeah. And at first, Marsden just wants to get him out of here. He wants him out of his life. He wants to go back to being a cop and get done with this.
Because he's getting put on the most wanted list.
Yeah, he's on TV suddenly, and everyone's freaking out, and his wife, everybody's freaking out, and he doesn't know what to do. So his first idea is, I gotta ditch him. Yeah. And that's what he tries to do, almost. And I like how the arc takes them to the point to where they become almost like family.
Yeah. He's my friend.
Let's go! This is my power, and I'm using it to protect my friends. Let's go! Let's go!
So it's kind of like, Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, to me, it was just, it was a really good family movie, I thought.
Yeah. So Larry, the music, sound, editing, everything else was great. Nothing really to talk about there.
Not really.
I mean, pretty much it exceeded my expectations. What would you give your final rating for Sonic?
Sonic?
And I'm not playing myself here. I'm petting the dog.
That sounds just as bad.
I know.
Anyways, no, that day we walked out and they gave us a little card and I pulled the tab for a B.
Yeah.
And then even at that time I was thinking B+, and I'm still going with it. This movie's a B+. Definitely go see it with family. I think your kids will like it. I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
I think this is just an all-over... Most people are going to like this movie.
And we have to say, because I'm going to give my rating as well, it's been a long 2020 so far.
Yeah.
We have seen some terrible movies. We've had to make some very difficult decisions on what to give some of these movies. And I know there's been some comments and people talking like, well, why are you hating on this movie or this movie? And I just want to say, again, we don't want you to dislike movies. We want you to love every movie you go see. But what we're just doing is providing you our opinion as really strong moviegoers that go to every movie release.
We've been going to movies 2 to 3 every week for
Decades.
probably 15 years.
Yeah, so we're trying to give you the best unbiased, truthful opinion possible.
Yeah, and
So-
sometimes we're wrong.
Right.
I am not going to lie. There is times I go back. I went back the other day. I watched Terminator, Dark Fate again, and I was like, you know what?
We were a little excited.
Probably overrated that just
Yeah.
a little bit, even though I still did enjoy the movie. I see now that I did overrate it a little bit.
So all we're asking is just everyone give us, just a little leeway on what we say is good or bad.
yeah, go see the movie for yourself.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, don't enjoy it, make up a decision for yourself, come back, leave a comment.
Review it. Please leave your review.
Just
Type it,
don't
text
call us.
it.
Just don't call us neo-Nazis because we don't like birds of prey. You know?
No, just leave your review. Tell us what you think of these movies as well, because we
Yeah.
love to hear it. On that note, I would have to say I really enjoyed this. My kids, Gavin and Caden, I wish they were here with us. They really enjoyed it as well. Both of them gave it an A to an A+, and I know that's high, but they loved it.
Yeah.
So I would have to say my final thoughts on the movie after seeing it and having some time to think about it, I would have to say this would also be a B for me.
B+, B, B-?
Nope, it's
Just
a B.
Good
I mean,
deal.
it's not as epic as like a Toy Story 3.
No, it's not Toy Story 3.
Yeah,
It's not Lion King. And I do have
there are
a
Pixar
soft spot
movies.
in my heart for Gringo. It's not Gringo for me.
There are some Pixar movies that are way better than this, but that's just because it's a different type.
But I'm going to say, for this type of movie, it's one of the better ones I've seen recently.
Yeah, it's better than Monsters University or any of them. So anyway, guys, please remember to share, like, and subscribe to this. I mean, that's all we're hoping for. We're trying to get to 1,000 people.
I think we got 45 more.
Yeah.
It's been a long 2 years.
In a long time.
But yeah, help us get there. But I think until next time, guys, that's all we got.
Yep.
See you later.
All right, we'll see you. Lenny says goodbye too. He's been here the whole time.